Who's doing an intro?
What's up, guys? This is the Friendly Fire Podcast. I don't know what episode it is.
I guess Logan is.
What episode is it?
This is episode 20.
Episode 20. Cool.
God damn it! That's why I asked who's
Nope,
starting it.
We're starting it right now.
Woo! He's
Right
popping
the
it
fuck
in. I
now.
like it.
So
Surprise.
it's another three-person podcast,
Third
Yeah,
time that's
because-
happened.
which is becoming my favorite kind of podcast.
It is.
Like
yeah.
I like when everybody's here; it's a fun time. But I don't know. I like the smaller ones.
Yeah, the small
Yeah,
ones.
it's more intimate. We can get all close and wait. No, wrong.
We still are across the entire table.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was thinking about something completely different.
Who's here
In
tonight?
other news, let's talk about something else. Yeah.
I say, who's here tonight?
Everybody except Sean, Drew, and
Disco.
Yeah.
They can just figure it out from there.
Drew had
else is
Who are the
left?
other people?
Drew had car troubles, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
Drew.
Yeah.
He's probably kicking it at home right now. He's like playing. He's
playing Heroes of the
He's
Storm.
playing. Yeah, I was gonna
He's
play.
playing
Playing
Hots
Hots.
right now. We should fucking text him and be like, Drew, what are you doing?
What are you wearing?
So yeah, Pat,
done.
Logan, and Worth are here. Worth, what have you been playing?
Oh, starting it off.
I started off mostly COD 4. Mostly. I played.
What year is it?
Pew pew.
It's 2007, dude. What are you talking about?
Right.
No, yeah, I've been playing a shit ton of COD 4 because I've just, man.
I brought it back into our lives.
You did bring
I
it back
got
to our lives.
Now
I was
am-
like, if you guys are going to start playing this again, I will absolutely play this with you guys because that's the whole reason I bought Infinite Warfare. I deleted that dumpster fire, but I wanted to get COD 4.
Yep, I never got Infinite Warfare. I knew
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, I'm just.
The omens
I
were
knew
true.
I did play the campaign. The campaign was interesting, but like, it didn't hold my attention for
Yeah.
very long. But then I played a tiny bit of Siege, and I actually got back on The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
That's what Pat's been doing.
Yeah,
Spoiler
I-
alert: Pat's been playing The Witcher.
Yeah,
I've been playing a lot
I'm
of
only
Witcher.
like a half hour in, but like I haven't played the game in at least 6 months, at least.
Yeah.
And I have no fucking idea where I left off at. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna start over and just start fresh. And
That's what I did.
yeah, because I was maybe 9% done with the game, and I was like, where am I at? Like, what's going on?
What is happening?
Yeah,
right now?
so I'm basically, I just finished like the first like initial tutorial, like dream sequence kind of thing. So that's where I'm at with that. And I tried to, well, I should say I also downloaded and bought, I downloaded Steam first off, and I bought PUBG. So, but that being
I guess
said,
you hadn't been here since then because you had done that before
Yeah.
last Thursday. But yeah, so you finally did it.
I bought PUBG,
but
or
it doesn't matter.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds for those that aren't familiar. But my computer has a little bit of trouble running it, even on like the lowest setting. So I'm gonna have to see about maybe, see if I can find some kind of game booster thing or something like that, because while I'm able to run the game in low settings pretty well, but when it comes to the combat, the how do I want to say this? The frame rate is still super, super, super slow, and it's just not like if I get into a close quarter situation, it's just not gonna end well for me. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to get a game PC. Who knows? Or I can just wait till it comes out for console, which will be in
If Disco ever listened to the podcast, he'd be screaming right
Yeah,
now.
He would
like,
yell at me.
Well,
Yeah.
we had a pretty in-depth discussion about PC building last week.
Yeah, no, you guys have like a budget, like a budget PC versus high end.
Yeah.
Which is the better?
It's like, unless
option.
you're gonna go high end, I'm not. gonna
Yeah,
bother.
well, I don't know. I was kind of looking at some budget PC builds over the past week or so, just to kind of see what, like for what I need. Like, as I don't need to spend $2,000 on a gaming PC. That's just not. It's not worth
I
it.
mean, you could still do like 12, 1300, whatever, and get a very nice one that's future proofed. But if you're gonna drop, 700,
Yeah,
you're gonna need to rebuild it again in half the time. If you invest.
I guess. I don't know. I guess I was just thinking about like in the the short term kind of initial expense. I would say you'd be in the window of anywhere from like $500 to $700 if you wanted to build a budget PC. That's not including your monitor and your keyboard and all that other stuff that goes along with it. But just to get just your basic setup.
I would just never do that. I would only invest.
Gotcha. But yeah, no, it's definitely a fun game. I do like the concept of it, but I just can't run it very efficiently on my computer currently. So we'll have to see how that goes. But that's what I've been playing. Logan, Wait,
what are
wait,
you watching, Pat? What
Sorry,
are you
I'm
doing over there?
I'm watching one of the free-to-play game, the other free-to-play game for
Oh,
PlayStation,
nice.
and it looks sick.
What is
Nice.
it? What is
I'll
it?
talk about it when we get to it.
Okay,
It looks
alright.
just sick. I was watching gameplay.
I was wondering what your point. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like
You
the?
kept making faces and you were turning around. And
I was like, what are
"Oh
you
my
doing?"
God."
I was reacting to because it looks
Oh,
fucking
that's
awesome.
funny. Like, try not to break the illusion, but I was like, what are you watching over there? What are you doing?
Sorry.
What have you been playing,
So,
Logan?
I was getting hype.
A little bit of Siege. Not a lot. I played a bunch today, and I was actually doing pretty good. I got a couple alpha packs. Lots
Alpha
of COD.
packs?
Lots of Call of Duty again. Having some good games in hardcore mode.
Oh yeah.
Pat, you came out and said,
Yeah,
it was
Jared.
very good.
What?
You gave me shit earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And I crushed it.
That's true.
17-3 or something.
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty
He
good.
was going.
People are like,
legit.
I go 28-2. Fuck you.
It's like, hey man, we don't play this game as much as you
Yeah,
guys do.
right.
We have
Yeah,
jobs.
We got shit to do.
we got kids. Not really.
Not us here.
Nope.
Yeah, we don't have
This is-
kids.
no.
Well, I have a dog.
This is the
She's like my
intelligent
kid.
podcast people. Yeah. But I played a little bit of Rocket League. I think just kind of killing time between other stuff I was doing. I played, I think, one match of Overwatch.
Nice.
One?
Just literally one match.
Guess what else he's been playing?
I played a fuck ton of Skyrim this
Yeah,
past
he
week.
played
Oh, yeah?
So much Skyrim.
every time I came out.
I haven't had a day to literally just game in a long time. You know, it's like you do some of the day, then you're busy, whatever. I did nothing Sunday. I played, not kidding, like 10 hours of Skyrim.
Yeah,
It
I've done
was amazing.
I've done it before.
It was so fun. I
Just
somehow
just eating in bathroom breaks. That's the only
yeah,
thing that
pretty
takes
much,
it away.
yeah. Yeah.
And drinking.
So-
lots of drinking.
They have what are those called? The Dragon Priest masks?
Yeah.
I have two of the same one somehow.
Weird.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was going through my inventory trying to make sure I had all of them, put aside and in a spot. I had two of the same somehow.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Then I fought another, I think it was a Dragon Priest, and it didn't have a mask on it.
Was it a Dragon Priest or was it a Lich? Because Liches look actually kind of the
It
same.
might have been. That's the thing, is because I was fighting him, and it was so strong that I summoned my demons, the fucking
Daedra.
Daedra, to go fight for me. Then I was fighting these other things, and we cleared out the room. And then that the main boss was disintegrated from one of my fire spells, and so I couldn't see what it was. I thought it was a Dragon Priest, but I can't remember.
Could be.
So
Liches look similar.
It probably
'cause
was
they
that
have the big
because-
cloak things
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
Dragon Priest do.
and it was just a random cave. I
And
don't
they
know.
float around
Yeah.
with their staffs.
It must have been that then, because it was fucking strong too.
Yeah, Liches are strong in that game.
Yeah,
I,
so
I know
much,
some of these words.
so much fucking Skyrim. It was so good.
Yeah.
So I want to get back into No Man's Sky again because I was really digging that, but then I just got a Skyrim kick and I couldn't stop playing.
right.
Want to get back into No Man's Sky.
That's the
and
best thing about those style of games. I mean, it is. It's kind of like, I'll play it, again when I get the chance to.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then when you do it, because I do it every once. It's been a while since I started in a certain game. I'll talk about in a bit. Yeah, I haven't played No Man's Sky I jumped on once or twice, but
Yeah.
just to do see where I was and then maybe turn in some creds. That was it.
because I've done a lot
Yeah.
of the just kind of planet hopping and just there's a waypoint over here, so I had to jump to that one.
I want to
and
find
kinda look around.
someone.
Well, I want to start doing more.
We
of
all
want
want to find someone,
stuff.
Pat.
Damn it, Worth. I want to do more of the story stuff and try to progress towards the center of the universe and do whatever the new story content. And I want to find a house too, whatever,
A base.
base. Yeah,
make a base. Yeah.
I found one on my first playthrough. Which I did for 5-6 hours, and I started a new one.
We got to find each other. That's the
Yes,
big
we'll do
thing.
that sometime.
We have to find each other.
Yeah.
It'll be the goal.
Yeah.
So I was rolling in credits when I quit playing, so I used to do that.
It's gonna be rough to try to figure out because I don't know how. I don't see how anyone. Even the game's been out for a year. I see no person that has a map for that game.
Yeah,
Just
oh
because
God, I know.
of how
It's too
giant.
big.
It's
too
so
fucking big.
big.
It's like we probably have a better map of our known universe,
Yeah.
real world than trying to fucking map out this game. So.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I also need to get back on Elder Scrolls Online. I've been away from that for far too long.
Yeah, I want to give that game another chance too.
You should, dude, because I did more PvP stuff, and I'm getting to be more familiar with it. It's so much fun, especially if you have even just 2 to 3, people in a group. You can have a ton of fun.
Can you
Has there
level
been
up?
Cool.
Has there been any crazy updates for that game recently, or is it just?
I mean, they added a new DLC that I believe some of it is PvP kind of dungeons and stuff. Or maybe it's still PvE, but you can do that with friends.
Yeah.
Nothing really major besides from Morrowind, but that was a few months ago. That was the biggest expansion they've done.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Morrowind's a very unique looking area. They really did a good job of making it true to the lore and just different than everything else.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if you've been away from it for a while, there'll be a lot of stuff you can still do.
Gotcha.
So I think that's all.
Nice.
Patrick,
So,
what you got?
I've been playing Witcher, like a lot of Witcher. Like
so much Witcher.
every day since the last pod, I've played Witcher at least a little bit that day.
How much of Geralt's butt have you seen?
0, actually.
Because there's a lot of Geralt's butt in that
I'm
game.
going for Yennefer. So,
Yennefer's a good pick.
well, like I said last week, I'm doing the true lore pick because Yennefer is who he ends up with in the books. So,
Yeah.
Triss is in the books, but that's the whole point of the game is they kind of give you the choose faction, so they kind of ramp off from the story a little bit.
I forgot the name
You do your own
of
thing.
the I guess who's the witch that he hangs that you kind of meet early on in the game. I forgot her name.
That's Yennefer.
Is that Yennefer? Okay.
The black-haired girl?
No. The blonde-haired one.
She's not a witch. Are you talking about the
it's-
bard chick that sings a song?
I don't know. No, she wears like a kind of a bluish like dress, like bluish purplish kind of dress, or she always walks around barefoot. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Kira Metz.
Kira Metz. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
Kira.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah, you can hook up with her
Yeah,
if you want to.
you can do that too.
Yeah, you can hook up with everyone in that game. Well, Logan's played Witcher 2, so he knows boobies are in.
I played a little bit of the Witcher 1.
You played Witcher 2, though, didn't you?
Or Witcher 3, I mean. I played...
You played a good amount of Witcher 2.
No, I beat, like, the first area. Flotsam, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I beat that, like, area. I fought some water boss. Shit like that, but I never got very far past that. Yeah, I didn't play much.
Witcher 2 is good.
The only problem is that I did that like 3 times because I kept starting it and then forgetting because I would stop playing. I did the same
Combat
fucking-
systems, yeah. Takes
Yeah.
a
Those
while
are
to get
super
used
fun
to.
games, but I just have never been able to stick with one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, as I talked about also. I'm just
Right,
like,
yeah.
I'm going hard, like on purpose. I'm trying my best not to get distracted by anything else besides watching the occasional anime episode or something like that.
Specifically Death Note.
Yeah.
Yeah. talk about it
Um,
later.
but other games I've been playing actually. I played a little bit of No Man's Sky. I also played a little bit of Fallout. They brought up a couple new updates.
I almost turned on Fallout 4 the other day just because I was like, it sounds fun right now.
Yeah,
So
I played a little bit of Fallout. It was fun. I mean, nothing huge. The paid mods are in,
Oh boy.
Alright.
which we can talk about a little bit later and what we think about that. But the paid mods are in. I haven't looked at what mods they actually are, but I do know one of those updates is the paid mods app. I don't know
Yeah.
if Skyrim's got it yet, but I know Fallout
What's
got
that
it.
called? Creators
Club.
Creators Club, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And then just on the fun mobile side, I found this really fun one called The Great Tournament is the name of it.
You showed me this.
And there's no gameplay, if that makes sense. It's a game with
Sounds super
absolute
fun.
no gameplay. Yeah, right? No, what it is you remember those like choose your own adventure books back in the day where it's like you go to page 63 if you
Yeah.
do this, or
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, but it's got still kind of a D&D element to where when you start your character, you pick all of the stats you want into it, and then it's just a text-based game. And then you make occasional decisions every once in a while, but everything's reading. There's no actual
Yeah.
true gameplay, but you're reading the gameplay. So it's like he swings at you from the left. What do you do? And then my guy's like more agile than heavy strength, so he's really quick and nimble.
So you just type, like, I dodge left.
No, you don't type it. It gives you
gives
all
a
the
select-
choices.
It's like a multiple choice.
It
kind
gives
of
you
thing.
like 4 different choices you can do.
I heard of text games, like, years ago where you'd actually type in
I love
things.
those ones
And
because
if
you
it
can get
didn't-
away with ridiculous.
One, if it didn't, like, understand the thing, it would say something. So you have to type until you figured out what the game could understand, and then it would
Well,
progress.
they did that like in Space Quest and King's Quest.
Yeah.
Like and
Yeah.
the old school ones.
Yeah, old ones.
The Sierra ones that I played. But yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's free to play. You know, there's 0 ads. I haven't had 1 ad pop up yet, which is actually
That's
kind of cool.
Yeah.
And there's replay value because right now I'm doing pretty good. I'm just become a squire for a knight now, and I'm going in and I'm getting ready. I've met the princess of like this castle or the daughter of this
Alright.
castle.
She's in another castle, actually.
She probably is in another castle.
Another fucking
Every
castle.
time she's in a goddamn castle. But I mean, it's cool. Like it's interesting. It's been a while since I've just sat down and played a game where you read, with no voice acting or anything
Right,
like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm liking it a lot, and I've like kind of barely touched it, but it's pretty fun so far.
Nice.
Cool.
But other than that, yeah, Dokkan Battle, all
Do
the
it.
normal Hearthstone,
Yeah, all that stuff.
mobile. You play mobile games.
Not.
You have solitaire on that bitch.
I don't actually.
What?
I used to play mobile games a lot. I used to play the fuck out of Plants vs Zombies, like the app game when it first came out.
Yeah.
But and I did play Pokemon Go for a minute, but I haven't played Pokemon Go since last summer.
I haven't really either lately. I got a 2-day streak this week, and then today we were even driving by Pokestops, and I was like, man.
Yeah, the game it's lost it's
Man.
lost its appeal, man. Like it's not
Yeah.
as fun as it used to be. Like
The truthfulness in your voice as you said that, you're just like, fuck
yeah,
it.
They just, I mean, Disco's ranted about it multiple times, but they just, the things they have done just don't.
is it even licensed by Nintendo? Like did Nintendo give up the rights to Niantic to?
What do you call it? Like they. I mean, Nintendo. They own it, but I don't think they do anything with it.
Yeah.
like there's like
They
do
just
whatever.
they just
and
Niantic just pays for the use of the
who
IP.
knows what their deal is,
Yeah.
but it's something along those lines.
Yeah.
like that, so.
Makes sense.
I don't know. I think there would be a bit more care involved if Nintendo had to say so
and
in what
they're
goes
not-
on.
They're not like mismanaging the property. It's just the changes they're making are not beneficial to the game itself.
Yeah.
It's just things nobody wants, and they're doing things in a weird way. It's still, I mean, it's still a fun game if you liked the mechanics and all that, and you don't really give a shit about gym battles, and you just kind of want to go catch stuff. It's still great for that, you know.
Yeah, which is
they
what
haven't had a
what
good-
I liked
Yeah.
when I used to play it.
They haven't had a good event in a while, which is kind of a bummer, but they're just making some weird decisions when it comes to some of like the multiplayer stuff and like the gyms and all that. So it's a little frustrating.
Yeah, but we talk a lot about Pokemon Go on here though. A lot.
So much potential.
Dude, I can't wait
It was
to play
such a
this
cool thing we all were excited for, and kind of fucked it up.
You can't wait for what, Pat?
I said I can't wait to play this game.
Oh, okay. So talk about this.
Yeah,
What is
let's
this?
That's the
start
first
real
bit of
quick.
news. Then
That's right. I might as well do it. I'm sorry. I keep watching this clip and I'm like, damn, this looks fun.
So what is this game? What do you keep talking about?
Well, I'll start with the first one. PSN for September. Finally, they announced it. Infamous Second Son. Very fun. Big open world. Lots of different powers.
which you already have.
It's like Just Cause, but with superpowers, if that makes sense. Because you can, besides not being able to blow everything up.
It's
But
kind
I-
of it's kind of got like a Sunset Overdrive
but it's
feel to it.
it's
super
the same
fresh.
studio.
Actually, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's Insomniac.
So-
yeah.
We've talked about this
Nope,
before.
Insomniac.
Isn't one of them like Sucker Punch or something
It's
like
Sucker
that?
Punch that did Sunset Overdrive.
No.
and
It's
No,
Insomniac
it's
did
Insomniac did
Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
'Cause-
on crack right
No,
now.
it's Insomniac.
God damn it, we always mix
Let's
this
go
up.
back
No,
to
no,
the old
no, no.
podcast and
To the internet.
Yeah, it was Sucker Punch that does the Infamous, and then it's Insomniac that did
Sunset
just
Overdrive.
Sunset. And then what's their other bigger games on PlayStation though?
Ratchet and Clank.
That's one series.
That's Insomniac that does
Yeah.
Ratchet.
Yeah, Sucker Punch did Infamous. So,
We had this exact discussion before.
and they also did the Sly Cooper series.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Insomnia is doing the Spider-Man game, so whatever.
That's true too, yeah.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Anyway, and this other game is called Strike Vector EX.
Okay.
Is that the one you were freaking out about?
Yeah, dude, just look at this for a second. Like, I'm serious. Like, just look. You can fly a plane.
Okay, so we're flying.
Yeah.
Looks like
We're doing-
spaceships. They're
pew,
shooting
pew,
stuff.
pew,
Okay.
pew.
Flying. We're
Okay,
flying.
laser beams.
Look, it's like a huge open world.
That's kind of
This
cool.
Soul
It is. It's
Player.
like open flying.
Oh, just watch. No, it gets better.
I want to
Look at
see.
this.
It's-
And
I wonder
like
if this is
optimized
on-
console controls. Ready? Watch this
okay.
shit.
Well, that must mean it's on.
Oh,
Oh,
like
damn.
you can insta stop and
Yeah,
like,
that's
there's
fucking-
PvP.
So this on PC, I assume then because it's talking about console controls.
Yeah,
This might be something for Disco to check out because I know he's a huge fan of Crimson Skies.
this is sick. This looks cool.
Yeah, we got to tell him that does look pretty cool. So people,
I'm sorry, Worth.
listening,
I'm not ignoring you.
Yeah.
I was like,
If you like
but
flying
what,
games,
what
this
about
might
me?
be your jam.
Okay, so we're watching. Okay, yeah, I'll watch this. What you guys?
No, you
talk
watch
about.
what I do.
We can
Anyway,
also
so it
edit
looks
this
cool.
out.
I mean, it does have
Oh Jesus!
kind of
Damn it,
a
Worth.
That wasn't me.
Crimson Skies feel like really fast paced aerial combat, but you can do like insta stops. It's got that like weird like
Yeah.
Gundam mobile like look to it.
This got this like kind of. It's got kind of an Armored Core look to it
Yeah,
as far as
yeah,
like,
that too.
Yeah.
Just instead of ground based, it's really fast air based.
well, it looks
combat.
like there's some mech components to it too because it looks like the fighter jets have legs and stuff they have to deploy. and
Yeah, that's
slow
what I mean.
down.
Where you can do like insta stops and just like boost forward and all that.
Remember that anime Robotech?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. Like
Because they're making a live adaptation of it, but it's gonna be a good one apparently.
apparently, They said that Death Note would be good for live action as well.
No. This is the same company that did the Rurouni Kenshin live adaptations, which were awesome.
Okay, yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strike Factor CX. I like this. This looks good. But yeah, no, the Death Note movie was no more than a 3 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, it was no bueno.
It was okay.
Before we go to that, I was going to say the other games that were on PSN for everything else. For PS3, they have Handball 2016,
Oh God,
Sold. Let's
Yep.
do it.
Truck Racer.
Truck Racer.
That's the name of it.
Could you be
Truck
any more
Racer.
generic?
That's it. It's just called Truck Racer. And then for the Vita, we have We Are Doomed, which
Okay.
Logan likes the name. And Hateful Boyfriend.
Hateful? Hateful boyfriend?
No, it's HATOFUL. Hateful.
Hateful boyfriend.
I feel really
Hatoful.
kind of not PC being like hateful boyfriend.
Oh, she's a very hateful boyfriend.
Yeah, it's horrible.
What? Okay, so what is that about then?
I don't know. They're on Vita.
It's
so I
about
don't
a hateful
care.
boyfriend.
They're on Vita, so I don't care.
It's about like
So all 6 of you who still play Vita will get it.
yeah.
So.
There's
then-
probably some like Asian kid that lives in his mom's basement. It's like I love my Vita.
Yeah, right. The other thing is, it says here's a bonus for PlayStation VR owners. PS Plus members in the U.S. and Canada will also get Riggs Mechanized Combat League as a free bonus game from September 5th through November 7th.
So is that like
It says Riggs is a first-person arena-based shooter developed from the ground up for PSVR. Set in the year 2065, it immerses players in an intense all-action future sport that mixes elements from athletic fields like combat sports, motorsports, basketball, and football.
oh my god.
It's called Riggs Mechanized Combat League. If you want to look it up.
For a second, it sounded like it was like a boxing game almost.
Yeah.
So I don't think I get a free trial for my PS4 because I'm pretty sure I technically used that on this account when I had a PS3, but I still might pay for a month at least to
No,
get.
you should get another. You got a coupon code, didn't you?
I don't think so. I think it was an advertisement for it, just saying, "Hey, you can get a free trial." So I'll have to look in the box. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
See if you got a code.
it might have been. I don't know. I didn't really look at it.
Pretty sure I got a
Oh,
code
boy.
for mine.
I know that I got a free trial before, so I'm not sure if they're gonna allow a second free trial.
Oh shit!
We'll see.
September 19th, members can grab Neverwinter Plus pack in celebration of the
Oh, I
newest
miss
update.
Neverwinter so much.
Tomb of Annihilation.
Neverwinter was a lot
That's
of
also
fun.
coming.
Neverwinter was
Yeah.
amazing.
It includes VIP time. I don't know what that means. A Panther companion and more.
And more.
I wish we would have stuck with that game.
Then the other thing that it's been out for a while, I really want to actually try it just to see how fun it is. It kind of looks like a copy-ash version of the Jackbox games, but it's called That's You, and it's a mobile based fun party game that PlayStation came out
As
with.
long as it's not that goddamn bomb game, then I'm fine.
No, it's not. I
That
love the bomb game.
It was not fun.
I love the bomb game.
I was like 2 seconds in. I was like, cut this, and I cut it. I was like, wrong. I was like,
And
I'm never
we're all
playing
you
dead.
gotta wait. You
I'm
gotta
never
have
playing this again.
everyone talk and figure out what the hell's
It's
going on.
like
this. I like when we play that here, like 3 people would go, "We're out, see you later," and we would just like wait, and then you and one person would do it for like
just
10
just
minutes.
imagine like it's Bomb Squad meets like Office Space.
Yeah.
It's essentially what it is.
But yeah, that was a decent amount. Like Infamous is a good idea. That freaking Vector X game looks
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, it
Try
looks really
that.
It
good.
just looks fun. It's like I'm bored. I just want to play something really fast paced and shoot stuff game. It's right up your alley.
That's
buddy.
how I feel about Call of Duty, but that turns into like a 2-hour ordeal.
Those are 2 good
Yeah.
games that you can get PSN.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely look into that for September. The Xbox games for Xbox One are Forza Motorsport 5,
Oh really?
Game of the Year edition. So you get,
Yeah.
I assume everything.
Oh, Game of the Year
So,
edition
yeah.
even?
Yeah.
Damn.
Then
That might be worth it actually.
I mean, if you're a Forza fan or racing fan, Forza,
I am a Forza
set,
fan.
So. Did you
Those-
play 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to buy 5 because like the car selection actually was a lot less than Forza Motorsport 4. So
So you get the Game of the Year edition for free.
So maybe this Game of the Year edition
Yeah.
kind of will add a lot. You can check it out at least and see if you
yeah,
know,
for
how it is.
Forza like for the Forza Motorsport games, 4 was my favorite one because it had the best car selection, and I feel like the multiplayer mechanics were the best out of all the ones that I played prior to that and following that. And I didn't play Forza 6 yet. I did play Forza 5, which was okay, but it was meh. But Horizon is much better for my playstyle than any
You
of the
always
other
said
Forza.
you liked the Horizon ones more.
Yeah, because it's open world. Like it's an open world racing game. Like you could still like kind of keep the linear aspect to it as well. But if you wanted to go off the beaten path and like just kind of explore the map, which has a shit ton of cool set pieces too. Like there's actual achievements you can get for taking photography in the game. So you can park your car in like cool like with like cool backdrops like the mountains and like the seaside and shit like that. And you can
It's
get
like
achievements.
driving down the beach and that.
Yeah,
that was fun.
So
You hear that? You can just take pictures with your car.
yeah,
Right.
sounds like that.
If that's what you're into.
That's the dream, dude. Like have a nice car and just like
The other
take
game
cool pictures with it.
is Oxenfree.
Oxen.
Do either of you know what that is?
Ollie Oxenfree?
I don't know. It's just Oxenfree.
Isn't that what you call when you go up and hide and seek?
Oxenfree is a ghostly thriller that's gotten rave reviews on both Xbox One and PC. Huh. Ghostly thriller.
Is
Maybe I'll
it?
check it out then.
The horror game?
What's it
I
rated?
don't know.
Let's make Sean
No,
play
no,
it.
there's just a little snippet on this article.
Okay.
Then the Xbox 360 games are Hydro, Thunder, Hurricane. No idea what
Yeah.
that is.
No, it's the speedboat games.
Yeah.
The speedboat
Well, there you
racing
go.
game.
Nice.
It's
Hydro
like
Thunder's
Jet
fun.
Moto.
Fun as
but
fuck.
full- No. I did. Well, I played Jet Moto back in
Jet Moto was
You remember the
so
arcade?
fun.
You remember the arcade
I
game?
love Jet Moto.
Dude, Jet
3 was
Moto.
where it's at.
I remember we had a demo disc and me and my brother consistently. It was the same level over and over again, but we would like. It was bad enough to the point where we mastered, like we knew exactly where to turn and which power ups or which boosts were coming.
I don't know if it was the Jet Moto you played, but the one I played, one of the maps had part water, which a lot of them did, obviously, but it was like almost ruins.
Yeah.
And as you would go through, there's these like electricity chains you could
Yep.
link. And if you got it right, you could hit one at an angle and you could link 3, and when you hit the water, you would just keep going in the air at the top speed, then it would throw you to the next part.
Yeah.
I fucking love these games.
Jet Moto was fun.
But the other game for 360, which this is an awesome one, me and Worth talked about this game a little bit ago. Battlefield 3 for Xbox
Yeah.
360.
Nice.
On which those are also backwards compatible now. Those two go on your Xbox One.
Does that mean
Yeah.
like the full game, like you get multiplayer now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's
everything?
it's like if you had Battlefield 3 Premium, that's what you get.
Nice.
But I did, unfortunately for me, I went back and played Battlefield 3 when it first came out for backwards compatibility. It just didn't feel the same because like I'm used to playing Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1 on Xbox One with like 30 people on each team, and Battlefield 3 is still capped at 12 players per team. So, and the maps are huge
Per team? Is that what you said?
per team.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 12 on 12.
See, because I did mostly Rush in 3, so it is more linear, so it's a little more condensed.
Yeah.
Where Conquest is your crazy huge free for all, but I didn't really do that in Battlefield 3, if I remember right. It was mostly Rush.
Yeah, Conquest got a little bit like just like this is too long.
Yeah.
But if I was gonna play that, yeah, I'd probably just play Rush most likely. I love Battlefield 3, dude. But
That's what I'm saying. Me and you and Jared, and I mean whoever wants to. I know Jared. Me and him played the alpha on PC back in the day.
Yeah.
For Battlefield 3. We should get on Battlefield 3 again just to see what it's like.
yeah,
So I
I'll
fucking-
download it again.
You know what's weird is I played Bad Company 1 and Bad Company 2, and then obviously 3 and 4 and all that. But I played Conquest in all of those, including Battlefield 1 and Hardline. Battlefield 3, for some reason, I only wanted to do Rush. It's the only game in the series
Well,
that I preferred Rush.
Rush was like the go-to game type for 3.
That I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just nailed it in that one. I think it's Bad Company 2. I did a good combination of both. I think
Yeah.
Rush and Bad Company 2 was still really fun.
Yeah, like from what I remember playing Rush on what was that one map? It was a Battlefield 2 remake.
Oh god, Jared would know.
It's the island. It's not Karg Island. What's the other one that's like?
Battlefield 3. You're saying this was?
Yeah,
in, or-
Battlefield 3, but it was a Battlefield 2
Yeah,
remake.
Jared would know. I can't remember the names of Battlefield 3 well enough.
Yeah, but that Rush on that map was just fucking nuts, dude. It was really fun. But
Yeah, that game was super fun.
Karg Island will still forever be my favorite Battlefield map
God, Karg was
because it combined all the best elements. Like you have like urban combat, and then you have also kind of larger scale desert warfare.
Karg was good too because it facilitated Rush and Conquest both perfectly.
Yeah,
Like, because Rush, when you stormed the beach at the beginning, then you had to fight, to hold your bases. That was just a fun dynamic of storm the beach.
and then there was that road that went all the way through the middle of the
Yeah.
map. So there was a concise area to follow.
yeah, you could flank
yeah.
around, but I mean, you normally put your landmines on the road. Like someone's gonna hit these because
Yeah.
they're always gonna take the road.
And if you're attacking, like you have your armor go up first, obviously, and then yeah. So
God, we should go play that again. It
I'm
was so fun.
down. I'll try it
That
again.
was like that. late 360 PS3 time. That was like the golden age of multiplayer shooters and stuff. That was when all of them were so good.
Exactly.
There's some of them are still good now. Like I like Siege a lot and stuff, but I don't think they'll ever. Maybe it's just we're getting too old. I don't know, but I don't think
We are pushing 30, dude.
They're not going to
We ain't that
capture,
old.
especially.
We ain't
Yeah.
that old.
No, I got carded for a drink the other day, which is fine, you know. But I'm 29 now, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I really look that young still.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess
You can kind of assume that we're old enough now.
Well, I know that they got to do it for liability, but I was like, I'm so tired of pulling out this ID for my wallet, motherfucker. Like, yeah.
I that being said, I do need to get a new ID picture because I'm still my current my ID is still a picture of me with like super long hair. So we're all like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I got a
Worth
haircut.
back in the day.
Yeah,
What
emo kid me.
What else is in the news?
I mean, I don't really have anything else to talk. Well, there was that rumor that Bethesda's apparently making a Game of Thrones game, which I don't think is true at all.
Yeah, everything I'd heard about that came to be not true.
Yeah. People were hyping out about it for like the past 2 days, and
Well, I guess Target leaked like a web page, like a URL link or something that just went to some kind of like holding page for a Bethesda Game of
or like
Thrones
a
thing.
landing page or whatever.
Whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah.
And it just was kind of like it went away, but there was no like whatever it was. I guess the rumor got. I think Target even came out. Somebody on their social media came out and said that it wasn't a thing anymore.
Right.
So that'd be pretty cool. I mean, obviously Bethesda can
What's going on?
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
let you edit this out for on you. But yeah, obviously Bethesda could make an RPG that's in that style with their Skyrim history, Elder Scrolls history. So that'd be interesting to see.
So I guess
what
like
they could do.
what would that? I wonder what that would even be like. You pick a family and you like live out that life
I
as
don't
like,
know.
whatever family member or like.
They could do anything with it. I'm back, by the way. That microphone was acting weird for some reason. No, they could make it as open world as they want to. They don't have to follow the exact story of like the show.
The Starks.
Oh
and
my
the-
god, they should do
They
Robert's
just have.
Rebellion.
Well, I mean, they have multiple things to go through. Like they could go
Or-
as far back as they possibly could.
Or when the Targaryens conquered Westeros the first time.
Yeah, with
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, let's
that'd be
go.
sweet.
Or what about like the
Riding motherfucking dragons.
what about like when the or how the Night King became the Night King? That'd be cool.
Yeah, we don't know about that shit though.
That it's up for discussion.
They'll probably show it
Insane.
next season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, they kind of hinted at it in the previous season. I think
They've
like
talked about how the whites were made. I don't know if that was the Night King specifically or not.
I think the Night King is some. Here we go in Game of Thrones. I'm just saying. I think the Night. I am a firm believer that
Is this
he is.
a spoiler alert kind of thing?
Doesn't matter. It came out.
it happened.
Suppose.
Spoiler.
alert for Game of Thrones. In the
Spoiler
next 2 seasons.
alert!
Night-
Wee wee.
I think the Night King is something completely different, even from the White Walkers.
Like he's a supernatural being. Like
Here's my reasoning behind it. He was created from dragon glass, so why would dragon glass be the thing that kills him? You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess it's whatever lore George R.R. Martin wants.
I can
it to
understand
be,
that
so.
the White Walkers themselves can be killed by Valyrian steel and dragon glass, but the Night King himself, since he was created from dragon glass, I think he's something completely different still than like I think he created the White Walkers and the Whites, and he
Yeah.
is something on a whole different level.
That would be crazy if you swing like dragon glass at him and he just like takes it. And he's like,
like-
meh.
He's
So
made
what-
from dragon glass. It
So
doesn't
who
make sense that
knows?
the thing that made him would be the thing. I mean, maybe that's irony. Is I don't know.
well, Valyrian steel is supposed to be their weakness though, isn't it?
White Walkers. I'm just saying that the Night King, I think, is something completely
Himself.
different.
Okay.
We'll
than
have to
the
see.
White Walkers themselves. Anyway, we're going
In
on
2
Game of
years,
Thrones
yeah,
now and
Game of
weird
Thrones.
shit.
In 2 years?
I think it's, isn't it 2019 when it's supposed to come
Yeah,
out?
2019.
I think it is.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what they said.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, theories galore.
Another quick news thing is that Microsoft officially discontinues the original Xbox One model. But who fucking cares? Because you have the S model. Just buy that instead.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, who would choose to go out and buy the fucking old big model?
For nostalgia purposes, go back and watch our unboxing video of the Xbox One when it first came out.
I love that video.
That was
Disco
2
sitting
living
out.
places ago for
The-
me.
you-
It was-
no,
yeah.
the funny thing that video's actually got like 6,000 views.
Oh my god.
Yeah, last time I
We're-
checked.
It's like
We're
Disco
rolling
sitting in
in
the
views.
middle of the cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with his polo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all fucking like bundled. He's not even bundled up. He's just standing there.
PlayStation came out with some news. for their PSN and also like multiplayer and all that bullshit.
I'm interested now because I have.
I'm
one, so-
interested now. They're bringing a. When I say big, I don't mean like ginormous, but I think it's like 7 or 8 good PS2 titles because they do have actual like PS2 titles available on the PlayStation Network.
So, are they games you have to buy, or are they part of? Are they still doing that? Was that what is that optional subscription you could buy for?
PlayStation View.
Is it, no, not the TV one. Isn't it the TV service? What's the game streaming one? Like, isn't it PlayStation Now or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't it where you
PS Now. Yeah.
is that what you're talking about a part of that, or are they just individual games you can buy?
No, you can go on the PlayStation Store.
Oh, okay.
And physically like buy digital copies. I mean, they have a few PS2 games. I want to say they maybe have like 20 to 30, but they're all kind of like they're not big budget. Like you can't get Final Fantasy X, or you can't get like Kingdom Hearts, or you can't get like Ninja Gaiden, or
What are they thinking?
I know
What the fuck?
No, it's weird.
Why would you do that?
I don't know why, because it still confused me to say that like the PS3 original model was backwards compatible with everything. PS1, PS2, PS3. Like you play
Right.
all of it. And you come out the PS4, and yeah, you can play some PS1 games, you know, that are downloadable. Very few,
Yeah.
even more than the PS2. They have a bigger library of PS2 games than PS1 games on
Yeah.
that. But I don't know. I think that it's the same time when that little like streaming service, I think that's why they're trying to make a lot of their money off of when it comes to playing older games. I mean, PS3 is backwards compatible and PS4 is, you know, backwards compatible on some of the stuff right there, but I think they're just trying to go for that streaming thing, which hasn't really worked for a lot of things.
Yeah, so I know people weren't too fond of that.
For a
But
while.
What are these? What are the new games that you're talking about? They're adding new PS2 games.
I mean, they're not huge like blockbusters, but like there's an Armored Core game that I saw on there that
Nice.
looks
Those
are
legit
still
for the
fun, yeah.
for PS2. They brought in it was like the original first like or even before Final Fantasy X, it was like the OG first PS2 RPG. It's called Summoner. Have you guys seen like the famous like backwards video where it looks like they're playing D&D and he's like, "Does anybody want a soda? If I attack the darkness with light," and all that stuff, and like it's
No.
the in-game models. I'll have to show it to you
What
after.
are you talking?
No,
about?
It's called
never.
Summoner is the name of the game,
Huh.
and they had this extra feature where during the credits, if you typed in like this certain code, like the developers with the in-game models made it seem like they were playing D&D, but it's like the main bad guy with the hero with like all this stuff, and they're playing Dungeons & Dragons, and the main bad guy is just like the most annoying guy. He's like, "Oh, are we in a bar? Well, if there's any girls in there, I want to do them." Just sitting there the whole time.
ridiculous.
I'll have to show you afterwards.
I never seen this before ever.
You'll love it.
Okay.
Being the meme master.
Oh yeah. Fine.
No, I mean that in a compliment.
I know.
You make me laugh. I don't know about this guy, but you make me laugh. so.
Good.
I love Atworth, not Withworth.
And then when it comes to like just the overall multiplayer experience, they're adding more functions to like party chat and everything. So like one thing that looked really cool is, you know, the big middle button, Logan? Which
Yeah,
normally-
like the touch screen kind of one.
Yeah, it's gonna depend on the game, but there's gonna be a function to where, at least when it comes to most like first-person shooters and stuff like that, when you click and hold it now, instead of having to click the share button and where it like brings you out of the game, and then you know you have to pick like video or screenshot or all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like when you just click and hold it down for a certain period of time, it'll just take a screenshot
Oh, that's
like right
cool.
away, which is, you know, it's kind of innovative. Well, not, I shouldn't say innovative, but you know, it's kind of
It's a quicker, more effective way to do it.
Yeah, instead of because most time you never know. In a lot of games, you click that button and it brings up like your inventory screen or something like that.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like the menu in Horizon Zero Dawn is hitting that middle button.
and then they're working on an aspect right now to have it where the touch function, because you can like chat or type with your finger, like on instead of clicking
Yeah.
up, down, left, right, you can
Right.
actually set it on a mode where
I haven't done that yet.
you can move it around. And to some people, it's faster. Me, I still use just the basic like D-pad. But with the function that they're working right now, it seems like they've just updated their their algorithm when it comes to while you're typing a word, you know, certain things come up.
Yeah, like
And
suggested words.
Yeah, it's a lot more precise now.
That's
Like,
cool.
To where
That's
you're
always
not going to be
helpful.
typing in like you put in like AT and it says, after for some reason. And you're like, no, there's not even an
not
F
what
in
I
there.
said.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right, yeah.
Something like that. So, it just seemed like, and it looked like it's just a lot of small stuff, but
That's helpful though.
things that people have been complaining about and that Sony has at least been like, okay, we're listening.
We're working on it.
Well, when you do that those little things a dozen times, you just fix a ton of problems. So it is nice that they're updating those things.
And you can't
not just leave it.
not credit a company for at least being like, yeah, we're listening.
Yeah, no, that's cool to do that. I haven't really delved into a lot of the options and stuff on the PlayStation. I found a dynamic background. Like, I'm good to go. Let's start playing games. I haven't really messed with a lot of the stuff.
There's
come
big
on.
differences. There's some stuff about the Xbox. Like, one thing I love about the Xbox that you guys have is automatically you guys have a apps games. You guys can build. Can you do folders on that like you can on PlayStation?
You can't do folders, I don't think, but you can do pins where you put like your top 20-something things in one spot.
Okay,
for easy
so it's
access.
kind of the same thing.
But
yeah.
then it
folders
separates.
Sounds like a cool way to do it too.
But then it separates things like into games versus apps versus that kind of stuff. So you can break things down into subcategories, but it's not like folders, I guess.
Yeah. Well, like I have a good amount of games now, even with my having one of the original PS4s with hard drive space. What you can do right now is you can just create a folder, and I have a games folder, I have an apps folder, and I have a video folder, which just has like my YouTube, Crunchyroll, Netflix, all that bullshit on it.
Yeah.
But Xbox has always had that feature where it just is automatically organized for you, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I wish that like Xbox would do. I mean, it's nice to do it because whenever I like install a game, it'll pop up on my main screen, and then I'll have to click the options button, click to add to folder, whether it's a game or whatever I'm installing,
Yeah.
and then add to that. Then I'm OCD, so everything's in alphabetical order.
Right.
But
Has to be.
there's different functions on both sides, and PlayStation I like just being the music guy because I love playing open world games like the rest of you guys, Skyrim and all that stuff. And sometimes I've heard the same track 80 bajillion times, and so I'll turn the in-game volume off. And one thing that PlayStation can do right now that I like, and I brought it up, is like you can listen to Spotify in the background.
They added that to Xbox now too.
Did they do
so
that?
I think they
That's
have
good.
that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
It
did.
makes the difference
Yeah.
because I can't tell you how many times that you just put on a good like playlist and you get lost in the game. It's not even that straight. You can adjust the volume. In the PlayStation, that's what I like too, is you can adjust the volume of the specified things. Like here's your mic volume, here's your in-game volume, here's the outside music volume, so you can kind of adjust it so it's not drowning out the dialogue.
If I remember right, you could do that with Pandora when you had the snap feature, and then you could adjust the music volume independently from the game volume, so you wouldn't have to have them. You move them up and down at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I gotta test the Spotify feature and see how that works.
It's pretty cool, man. I like it just because you can because I'm playing games that I want to listen to the dialogue and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't want the music so loud that I can't.
Right.
It's drowning everything out. But I have it just high enough to where it's kind of introducing to the background. And I have a bunch of like crazy different epic playlists and all that.
As I've been playing No Man's Sky, the music in that game is really,
It's really
cool.
good. Yeah.
There's just a lot of time where there's no music, which is kind of a bummer. Like, I wish it was almost like in Skyrim, like 95% of the time there's music playing. Even if you're in a cave, it's like this kind of a creepy, kind of slower. You don't even really notice it. Then when you walk outside, it has a huge, orchestral stuff.
Yeah.
I wish No Man's Sky had that kind of like music all the time.
I have a playlist
Yeah.
for No Man's
I've
Sky that
been
I
wanting
play.
to. I thought Halo music over No Man's Sky would be really cool because
Yeah.
it's still kind of space-related music. Just as you're cruising around space, you just hear the Halo music getting you going. I was like,
That's a cool thing. Like
this
you
is a
can-
weird combination of PlayStation, Microsoft games, but I want it.
Yeah, with that Spotify thing, it's super easy too. You just go to playlist, type in Halo, and then
Yeah, I
it'll bring
know.
you,
I gotta try
Here's
it.
a 387 song like Halo playlist.
Now, do you need to have Spotify Premium to do this?
You don't have to, but
you
you're
don't
gonna
have
get, you're gonna get ads in the middle of like while you're playing the game. You know what
That
I mean?
would be weird, right? Yeah.
Like,
Do
fine.
you like cupcakes?
You're like, what? What?
The
I'm in
McRib is
space,
back at
I'm
McDonald's.
busy. Yeah, right. Jesus.
God.
I think a long time
Wacky
ago.
inflatable infinite tube man.
Right.
Can't do it.
God,
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Thanks, Worth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
great.
I needed it. No, trust me. That,
No, we talked about it a while ago, but like ads in games and stuff, like actual advertisements. In one of the old Spider-Man games, there was a McDonald's billboards in the game, but you could text a number to win prizes.
yeah.
Really?
From the billboards in the game. I tried it. I never won anything, but I tried it.
I remember one of
It worked.
me and my brother's favorite things that we ever did was the OG God of War on PS2 we beat that game on God mode. Like, it took us a long time together. Like, we just kept passing the controller every time we die. And we beat God mode, and you got a phone number.
I was talking to Drew about this the other night.
Yeah, you could call
Huh.
from the company, and you would call it, and it's been a giant rumor, but they're not bringing it into any of the God of War games. I don't know why. It was just kind of like a side thing they did. But apparently Kratos had a brother in the original God of War. Like, it was a secret ending that you could find where he had a brother that gained like demonic powers and was like the opposite of Kratos. Yeah. But when he called this number, like, it would ring a couple times, and then you could just hear Kratos over the phone, like, talking to you, being like, he's like, man, you beat the fuck out. Like, he was like trash talking and everything.
Wow,
He's
that's
like,
hilarious.
I can't believe you beat God mode, all this stuff. And me and my brother were
The
just
funny thing
laughing.
is,
Yeah.
great.
the funny thing is that number is actually still active.
It is, yep.
Yeah,
you can
you can-
totally
you can
still
still
call
call
it,
that
and you
phone
can
number.
listen to Kratos talk to you. Yep.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah. It was, it was totally worth it.
Yeah, with an E, like me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was always fun. But yeah, again, it's just nice to see PlayStation kind of just, again, listening.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, every company's, got their ups and downs and all that stuff. I'm not trying to defend or go against or all that stuff. Unless you're Konami.
yeah. Fuck
I
Konami.
don't like to talk about
Metal
Konami.
I don't
Gear
wanna
Survive's
play-
Coming out soon.
Oh my,
I don't
want
want to play a Metal Gear Zombie game.
I
It's so
ignore-
dumb.
I ignore
it looks
everything
so
about that.
dumb. I actually watched one video and I'm like, it's literally Kojima's engine, which I feel like they just stole.
It's
from
the
him.
Fox engine. Yeah,
More or less,
Well,
yeah.
he can't. He's contractually, it's
They
gone
own
now.
it, but yeah, it was what was based on it.
It's like literally, it's like playing Metal Gear Solid 5 with dumb zombies.
or
I
like
hope that game flops. Just
It's going to flop.
horribly.
A lot of people don't like Konami
Yeah.
after all that bullshit, man.
I think Konami's gonna be on their way out. Like they
They
haven't-
might leave the gaming industry, but I know that they're doing their casino machines or whatever.
yeah
the
they do like
Pachinko,
arcade
yeah.
machines and
Pachinko.
stuff.
Yeah.
Pachinko machines.
So they're probably just gonna stop making video games eventually, and they're like, we're just gonna go over here and
Right.
make money over this way.
Who knows? They got a big couple other series though that they're noticeable for. So
As unfortunate as it is that Metal Gear Solid will never be the same, it might almost be kind of like a good blessing in disguise where Kojima can just do his own thing.
It looks
You know,
like he's doing
the
it
Death
already.
Stranding.
Yeah.
Who knows what cool things he can do when that he's freed now. Get Metal Gear Solid. It's sad that you will probably never get a great Metal Gear game again.
Yeah.
At least because if it was so his style. Those games are so
Metal Gear
genetic
5
warfare.
could have easily been the best game in the series.
yeah, and they got all
And,
fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too
That's
many loose
happened
ends.
multiple times though. That's happened in a lot of video games.
It was supposed to tie up the loose ends, and it left a lot more questions than anything else. It's like that's not how you fucking do it. Like
Do Big Boss and Quiet ever hook up? Please let me know.
I hope they do.
Fanfics.
Yeah.
There's a porn of it
She
somewhere.
wasn't allowed to.
All right.
There's a Rule 34.
There's a Rule 34 of it somewhere. You know it.
Another little thing of news I saw. I don't know what day or the numbers, but apparently PUBG did surpass Dota 2 for the most concurrent players.
Really?
At one time.
Nice.
I believe it.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't remember all that.
I could see that game
but
going
it happened.
professional. I could see it going professional.
Well, they've already done some tournaments, I think.
Yeah.
I think they did a Gamescom tournament. I don't know. I think the outcome was like the winner had like 1 kill maybe, and the second player guy had like 6 or 7 or something. So
Well, they probably based it on like. I'm not sure how they would keep track of score in that game. Like,
it just kills, I think.
yeah,
But if you're the last survivor, then you win.
yeah,
So you could kill 50 people, but then if you die before it's over, you lost.
Yeah.
yeah.
So the winner.
So it depends on your play style. Like
last
if you
man standing,
if
yeah.
you could be like stealthy and sneak around and that kind of stuff and win, yeah, go for it.
From what I've heard,
Which is basically what I'm limited to in playing the game
You
right
have to
now.
do that,
Like
yeah.
I cannot engage. I just have to avoid.
well, I actually hear a lot of people say that's the preferred game style to win. Is
Yeah.
stay out of trouble, basically.
Yeah,
Because if you're not trying to kill somebody, you're not a target for anybody else.
which is that's basically what I have to do now.
I'm excited for it. Like,
Yeah.
I like stealth games, so it's gonna be fun.
And when Pat gets Sea of Thieves, he can play with us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
Sea of Thieves is great.
you're not gonna do it.
No, I am good.
Oh, you are gonna do it, yeah.
Well, I might play PUBG with you guys.
That's
That-
what
that
I'm
game
talking
is-
about.
too, yeah.
That's what I'm
that
talking
game
about.
is interesting to me because it's not. I mean, it is run and gun, but there's so much more strategy behind it, which I myself can
You play-
appreciate.
Well, if you played SOCOM back in the day, it's
I love SOCOM.
it's
yeah,
it's
so-
just like SOCOM.
yeah.
It's just like SOCOM. That's pretty much what you're playing. You just have to. It's just like a SOCOM game with as a looter shooter, pretty much.
Yeah.
When you can aim down the sights, but it's still a third-person shooter too, so it's not your first-person Twitch thing. I bet pub is something you would like.
Yeah.
Oh, I would play it.
yeah.
If I had like a group of guys that I would play with consistently, I would
Yeah.
totally be down.
I mean,
for it.
you're familiar with how with like the core like gameplay of it, right?
Yeah, I've watched a shit ton of videos.
Yeah.
no, I've
So
watched a lot.
You
Who
start with
hasn't, man?
you start with nothing, and then you just have to collect all
Yeah.
your gear as you go.
I think it would just be. It's gonna be just not muscle memory, but like it. Again, that's why I'm scared if they do the cross console thing because like PC can pick up so much items so much more faster than.
Well,
Console could do-
I actually was listening to a podcast today that's an Xbox podcast, and they were talking about this exact thing where if you do cross-play with PUBG and console and Xbox or console and PC, and Gears of War right now is another game that does cross multiplayer with those two, but there is a playlist that you opt into, so you can either choose to play console versus console, or you can choose to play PC and console mix.
Gotcha.
So you don't. That is the only way I think to do crossplay. You should never. Something like Rocket League is one where who fucking cares because most people
Yeah,
play, that's not a big deal. But if it's something that's super precise, a shooter, those.
I'm
are
just
the
talking about
games
the inventory system.
Well, yeah,
like, just
for all the reasons,
Yeah.
for sure, all the different things that keyboard and mouse have advantage of. Or
'cause I watch guys play, and I'm like, what did you just pick up? You did that so fast. I have no idea what you just did.
So IGN people played an Xbox build of PUBG at Gamescom, and they said it's good. They said it's very good.
Nice.
It is a little slower. They mentioned that, but they said it's not a lot slower. I guess it's not too drastic.
not very noticeable.
The game itself is
sure
relatively
somewhere-
slow unless you're
Yeah.
crazy enough to like parachute into an area with 20 other people.
Yeah,
and you're
right.
like, everyone grab everything and just kill everybody.
Like I said, the inventory system for the Xbox isn't that much slower. I think somewhere Disco is like screaming. He's like, it's impossible. It'll never work that way. So, but yeah, I think other than the inventory thing alone was the only really thing that the people at IGN really mentioned about PUBG, about the difference.
Nice.
So I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah. That'd be my only thing is like, and I talked about it last week too, where I feel like I can aim better on a mouse than I can on a console, which is just again, it's
You
muscle.
pretty much can.
It's
yeah.
muscle memory.
Yeah.
Well, no, technically you can, but I've seen guys. It's like when I see guys play fighting game tournaments with a controller versus a guy with an actual arcade pad, and the
Yeah.
guy with the controller wins. I mean, dude, if you can get it down,
Yeah, if you're good, you're good,
If
you
you're
know?
good at it, yeah, no, you're good.
Right.
I would probably play with a controller though, most likely if I was playing that game on PC. Like,
Which game?
PUBG.
I don't know. I mean, everybody that plays it that I'm aware of, they swear by the mouse and keyboard because for one of the inventory system.
Yeah, I could see that, but it's
So
like
if you're losing,
I'm
this
just-
might be a stupid question, and Jake, you can comment and tell me. Actually, is there controller support for PUBG on PC? I
know.
assume there's controller.
I don't see why
support,
not.
I have no idea.
But I mean, it just everything I hear about is how you should not. It's like the mouse,
Controller.
like the keyboard. You hit tab, 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 whatever, and you have all your stuff in inventory, and you run away.
Yeah.
So it's. I mean, maybe there is controller support. I mean, I would be surprised if there wasn't, but that's probably nobody probably plays controller
No.
support. So.
Who knows?
No.
So I guess the only other thing I can think that people talked about this week was the whole Half-Life 3 deal.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what did you guys all hear about that?
I heard that from what I watched two videos, and one of them said that the level itself looked like it was confirmed.
Well, real quick, actually, did you hear about or read what the original writer of Half-Life 1 and 2 what he posted?
No.
You didn't see that? Okay.
No, I didn't.
So basically, what he did is he posted, I think, on his own website. I can't remember the name. He changed the names of things, so it was like a letter written by Gordon Freeman, but the name was different. It was like Gertrude something else,
Mm-hmm.
So the name, so it was like not like a,
Gertrude Ferdinand
not
or
like
something.
a copyright thing. So he released a letter as he was that character basically, and it was talking about the events of Half-Life 3. And so that is what I think was the catalyst for all the stuff that you had heard.
Gotcha.
Because like like modders, I think we're trying to finish this level that some code came out.
Yeah,
because
because I saw a lot
what
of
did you
things where
see?
what I saw was it was a level, but in general I couldn't tell. It's hard because it's been so long since Half-Life 2 originally came out, like the graphics updates and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So part of me wanted to believe that it was real, but the other part of me was like, dude, somebody could just gone into Unreal Engine and just like
just made
Put it
totally
together,
made
yeah.
this with the same like
Yeah.
mechanics and everything. but it was like so attention to detail, exact the same. I was like, oh,
What could have been?
a part of me really wanted it to be
Yeah,
real. You
right.
know what I mean?
How many
Loved
leaked
Half-Life.
levels
Right.
leaked
Loved
levels of Half-Life have there been ever since the game was first released?
0.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I shouldn't say leaked levels, but just like rumors that have been circling around.
There's
Oh,
been lots.
the
Oh,
game's
yeah.
coming out. It's gonna be released. It's happening. Ah! It implodes on itself. Like, is this like actually happening now, or what's the deal here? Or
Well, because from what I have heard or read or whatever online is that Half-Life, I guess, Half-Life 2 episode 3 or whatever Half-Life, whatever it would have been, it was kind of started, but I think Valve had
They're working on another game right now.
well, they had the whole culture of like you can kind of work on what you want kind of thing that studio did, and then I think when Steam picked up, less and less focus was on Half-Life 3 or episode 3, whichever it was. And then actually, I don't know how true this is, the backlash that Mass Effect 3 got essentially made Valve say, you know what, we're not even going to do a 3 because people can turn on the story if it's not the way you want kind
True.
of thing. So it basically just kind
Well,
of died in the
I'm
water
still
after
butthurt
that.
about that
Well,
because I liked Andromeda. So
No.
Well,
Mass
that-
Effect
well-
3. Not
Oh,
Andromeda.
Mass
Yeah.
Effect 3.
Well,
Oh,
The
man.
way the ending, how everybody freaked the fuck out about the ending.
yeah, I
and how-
didn't like the
And basically, Valve was like, "Let's just leave it alone because we don't want that backlash. We don't need it. They have Steam printing money for them."
well, like to that, I'd be like, the game you make a game that has the ending that you want it to have. Like you want it to be like I guess what your own interpretation for the conclusion of that story would be.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
agree.
people could like it. I like Mass Effect 3's ending. I have no problem with it. Like if they don't like it, great. But this is what we got. This is our finished product. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that we're not going to produce it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, I
Yeah.
agree.
Well, they would still make tons of money off of Half-Life.
That's what I'm
3,
saying.
you
Like,
know?
what?
there's no downside to this.
The-
Even if
it
people hate
could-
the ending. There's no downside.
It could just be. It could be
you-
the worst ending ever, but people still buy it.
You underestimate a lot of money in any way because it would just oh man.
Well, I guess I take that back because then we're looking at like the Duke Nukem game that took almost 20 years to come out, and it was like just a garbage.
Yeah, it
piece
was
of
a
shit.
different company though that picked that up.
That got shuffled through like 6 companies
yeah, I
too,
was
where
gonna say,
Valve is.
that
just
went through a
Valve.
lot of shit. Yeah,
Yeah, but
Basically, we can all agree. Who cares about Artifact?
Yeah.
No one gives a fuck.
no one gives a fuck about Artifacts.
care about Anthem actually.
I care about Anthem. I am excited as fuck about Anthem.
Dude, is Anthem next year?
Supposedly.
Supposedly,
I'm not calling it though.
Is it fall of because BioWare usually releases game like in the spring summer time. Like I don't know.
I guess Anthem is a big enough property as what they think it could be that it'll probably be a holiday release.
You think so?
I think
I
they're
think
going to
it'll
want
be
the
the November,
holiday,
December, yeah.
They're going to want the holiday money. You know,
Yeah.
like that's the biggest the biggest time people buy stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they're saying they're basically like this is the next Destiny caliber game. What I was getting at though is like I just everything I see about Destiny 2 makes me more excited. And I'm just like, should I buy Destiny 2? But I mean, I'm gonna have PUBG. I'm gonna have my PlayStation. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to play.
If
Destiny.
you get it on PS4, I'll get it on
Damn
PS4.
it, Patty.
I'm
You
being
son of a
serious.
bitch, yeah.
I played the original Destiny and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. No, I liked
I
it
just
too.
never
and
played any of the DLCs because I had no one to play with. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not really gonna pay money for a game.
Yeah.
Any more money.
If
for
I
a
I'll
game.
got the PS4
probably pick up
version,
Destiny 2.
I get all the special stuff too. So
That's true.
all the secret, special PlayStation.
You have to have a
deal stuff.
PSN account though.
I'll
That's
honestly
the one part.
probably buy a year of it eventually because I mean there's enough games I like to have for free, and if I find a cool multiplayer game or if there's something like if we want to do No Man's Sky, I'm gonna need it anyways.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna get it eventually just to have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I would totally play Destiny 2.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to do
You
that
could be
then.
my catalyst.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy it right now. There's
Yeah.
no part of my body that wants to buy it. But if
I'll
I
have to
heard
wait and see.
you send me that text like just got Destiny 2,
Like,
what's up?
Got
I'll
it,
be
Pat,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
Like, I gotta
shit.
get it now.
Oh shit!
I'll
What
just
up?
send you a picture of it downloading, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta go get it now.
son of a bitch.
So,
But yeah, I
Yeah.
got really nothing else, unfortunately.
That's all I
A
got.
little bit of
Yeah.
a slower week.
yeah.
No,
I'm gonna be
that was
gone
good.
for a whole week
Yep,
though.
it'll be. I'm gonna hopefully make sure
It'll be a
gets done
one-man
tomorrow.
podcast that Pat has to do it.
I'll just talk. I don't care. I'll
Just
just talk
ramble.
for a while.
Well, because I think I'm gonna play. I'm bringing my DS on the trip. I'm gonna play Pokemon,
Red. Yeah, that's right.
And I actually got Luigi's Mansion. Right?
Oh, nice.
I played that game when I had my DS like 4 years
It was
ago.
fun.
I really enjoyed it, and then I got my DS, but I want to play it again.
It's a dumb fun adventure.
So-
Just sucking up ghosts like a Ghostbuster. Yeah.
So I'm gonna play that. Steph
save your
has
brother.
one of the old Mario games, like Super Mario Land or whatever, on 3DS.
Oh, nice.
And a regular DS version.
I'll let you borrow one of mine too.
I might, because I have all those, and I'm gonna play. You
wanna play
Elder
Phoenix Wright?
Scrolls? Huh?
You want to play the Ace Attorney game, like the
Not
lawyer
really.
game?
No.
It's a great game. Is great.
I'm gonna play the Elder Scrolls Legends, the card game, because I got so excited.
Oh yeah.
I got so excited for it to finally come out on phone, and I haven't really taken the time to really get into it because I had to relearn it. And when I was trying to relearn it, I was like, I gotta go somewhere. I can't sit down and focus, and I just haven't taken the time to do it again. So I'm gonna have a bunch of mobile games to talk about next time I'm back.
Nice.
So
There you go.
what is happening, Worth?
I don't know.
Lots of expressions going on over there.
That's right.
All right, well, I guess that's the podcast.
Messing with Snapchat filters.
What a nerd.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't even
S-
talk
sa-
to him.
says
Can't
the
even look at him
says
right
the
now.
guys on a gaming podcast.
Yeah, we love it.
I know. I'm a nerd. We're all nerds
We're
here.
all nerds.
All right.
Episode 20, Friendly Fire Gaming. I'm Patrick.
I'm Worth.
Logan.
Logan.
Bye.
Bye.